Satnam Aloha. So this week I've been deep in my own process, and I've taken time and space to reflect on my correct role during this time of great transition. And the best way for me to serve you, I asked myself these questions. So I actually dug out my own rave chart from Human Design, and I asked myself, okay, well, what would I say to someone who has this chart? I don't know them, right? I pretended it wasn't me. What would I say? Well, it was super easy because my chart is all about being my authentic self and the power that comes with being yourself in the Aquarian age. So if you look out into the external world right now, there are forces that want to destroy our individuality, want to destroy our uniqueness and make us into this one homogenized blob, right? Like the Borg in Star Trek, The Next Generation. So this homogenization completely goes against our true nature as sovereign beings, right? The divine human is being born right now. And some will choose this transhumanism movement, and that's okay, but they're not my people. I doubt they would come on this channel anyway, right? The divine humans are my people. We're not meant, right? We're not designed to have a one-size-fits-all human experience. We're each designed to have our own unique experience. So my experience will be different than yours and vice versa. So your natal chart, right, from Human Design shows you the exact human experience you're designed to have. Okay? So where's the problem? The problem is with the Maya, the ancient word that means that which is not. And so Maya, in a nutshell, is a mental construct. Maya is a mental construct. The Maya, the movie, the virtual reality, the Layla, the divine play, the stage, whatever you want to call it, is the mind. So generally speaking, we're evolving and we're shifting our inner authority from the mind to the solar plexus. We're evolving from a mental awareness system, which means experiencing life slowly through the mind, to a solar plexus awareness system. And so this is our spirit, which is a feeling tone. So our timeline here is 2027. That's why 2027 is a huge year. And I did a 6-hour plus webinar with meditations too on all of this. So check the link below if you haven't watched it yet. So do you want to escape the Maya? Do you want to escape the Maya, or is it too comfortable for you? It's getting more and more uncomfortable, isn't it? Right? Do you want to get out of this illusion? Well, this means simply that you have to stop letting your mind make your decisions for you, right? And this is what this is all about right now. We're in a total experience of mind control. It's simple as that. So also, the other news is I'm changing the name of my channel to Neutrino Astrology. Neutrino Astrology, and this is not vanity, even though my name is Michael Neutrino. These transit reports are rooted in something called the neutrino stream. So you can see it behind me, right? That's the neutrino stream. So neutrino is a subatomic particle with weight, which means that it has information. And we're being bombarded by neutrinos every single moment. Even now you're being bombarded by neutrinos. Trillions of them. And most of them come from our sun, our solar sun. So the neutrinos inform the virtual reality that we live in, that we call our life, but it's a virtual reality. So the transits are a program, and that if we're not awake, if we're unconscious, they ensure that as a humanity, we're all in lockstep together, right? So we're all being pulled along by this program that we believe into existence through our mind, which isn't you. Your mind isn't you. So don't worry. I'm going to do a short intro video on what is neutrino astrology. I'm hoping to have that completed by next week. So lucky for us, we have a map, and that's this transit chart. And you also have your natal chart that you were born with. And this is what you can count on as you, right? Your unique design. So you can get your free chart, doesn't cost you anything, the link below. And it's a good idea to have a printout of it for future videos. And then I can reference more things, right, to be aware of for you. So my intention with my channel now is to go over the transit chart so that you can see the major influencing energies that are taking you away from your authenticity, right? So this is how you escape from the Maya. This is how you escape from this virtual reality simulation that we live in. And then you can be yourself, right? Your unique self, and have your unique experience that you were born to have. Right? We're not meant to be this homogenized blob having the same experience. Right? That's a great disservice to God. Right? We're born each unique. So I created a new channel on YouTube called Neutrino Astrology. So please go subscribe there and ring the bell. I'll put the link below. And that's where I'm going to have my live streams, things like that. And so I'll be posting to both channels for a while until January 22nd, 2021. And then I'm going to transition completely over to the new channel. And don't worry, I'm going to leave all the content and meditations and things like that on this channel. I may transfer a few of my favorite meditations over. Okay, so you'll still have access to that. But if you want fresh and new, then head over to Neutrino Astrology. Okay, so let's look at this new moon. We'll look at the new moon program that's going to take us through this cycle, right? Remember? So remember that the new moon energy is not for implementing new things. It's actually for reflection. It's a black moon, right? The moon's invisible. This is why our energy is so low during the new moon, right? It's because it's a time to retreat. The new moon is really a time to retreat and reflect. And then it's in 3 days or so after, this is when you want to start to implement, right? Whatever is coming up for you during this reflective time. So here are the energies to be made aware of for this cycle until January 13th. Okay? So what do we have first here is we have a channel already defined, right? So let me get this. We've got a channel here. Look at that. It's 1222. So what's this? That's the throat center, throat chakra. And down here is the solar plexus. So you can see the 12, right, is in the earth position right there. 12, line 1. Meeting the 22nd, line 2. And that's Neptune. So Earth and Neptune joining together, and that makes definition. Okay? So what's this about? Let's see here. So this is called the channel of openness, and it's a design of social being. That's what it means. So you're going to see people out there following their passions and their emotions in this next new moon cycle. And this isn't a patient channel. This is not a patient channel. Look, it's going right from the solar plexus right to the throat, right? So people will want to impact others through emotional expression. So this can make people charming or ferocious, right? So it's going to be met with a lot of anger and resistance, right? So it's a very selfish channel. This is the kind of like, just shut up and let me rant and rave. I have no interest in what you have to say. I just need to rant and rave, right? It's very moody. So expect high voltage emotions coming from the collective, right, during this time. So unless you have this channel yourself, you have to be aware of being pulled into it. Remember, it's a transit. It's not you unless you have that channel. So check your chart out. And don't make your decisions from this place, right? From the emotional reactions that are coming from you, or others, right? That urge, like, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, right? So what do? It's easy. You just notice, you pay attention, and you tell yourself that this isn't me, right? So you don't get pulled into it. So you'll notice that the Earth, right? It's the Earth in the 12th and then Neptune in the 22nd. This is saying deception, right? Whenever you see Neptune like this, is deception. So this is the mind, right? The mind can become glamored. It thinks it knows, right? It thinks it knows something, but it doesn't, because whenever you find Neptune, there's always something going on deeper beneath the surface that you don't have access to. And it's in the Earth position on the other side. So we're definitely going to see this on the external. So this could make Christmas really, really interesting. Right? So if you don't get involved, you can actually have fun watching all these transits play out, right? Okay, the other thing to note here are the nodes of the moon. Okay, so here's the north node, 45.4, south node, 26.4. And then we've got the 26, the south node. It's coming from the ego, or our sense of willpower. And then the 45 up here is coming from the throat, right? And they're both in the fourth line. So let's see, what does this mean? So the nodes of the moon, they're like the glasses that we wear. You know those, you may have seen them in the metaphysical stores, you know, the yellow glasses and the red glasses and the blue glasses. And you put the glasses on, right? Say you put the yellow glasses on, all you see is yellow. Well, this is the same with the nodes of the moon, right? If you're unconscious, you put on the 2645 glasses, and that's all you see. So what's that? Well, the 46 gate, that's the gate of the egotist. It's the gate of the ego. And it's the manipulation of memory, right? It's the gate of the trickster. So this is the gate of the ego's strength. It's the gate of exaggeration. It's the gate of the salesperson, right? The marketing manager. And we can see this already starting, right? We see humanity getting sold something. We're getting sold something big time. There's great sales pitches that are soon coming, right? But we're going to see politicians, celebrities, news people, and they're all going to be selling us the jab, right? It's already started. And it's also in the fourth line. So the 26, see that? And the line 4 in the south node. And this is manipulating memory through censorship. You can't make this up, right? Manipulating memory through censorship is the transit. So this is all about propaganda. It's marketing to the tribe. This is the best concoction ever, right? Ever. We'll be seeing this more and more, right? Get the jab. It's the best. It's the best. It's also about changing memory through elimination. This is cancel culture. Get rid of those facts about the dangers, right? That the scientific studies from many years ago. Get rid of them. We're going to ignore all that, right? That's censorship through manipulating our memory. Now, if you look at the 45, the other part of the glasses, this is the gate of the king or the queen. It's the gate of dominance, right? So all the gates in the throat, right, they have voices. And this voice is here to say, I have, right? I have the resources. If you do this, I'll give you your freedoms back, the new normal. You can fly, you can go to concerts again, right? Swinging that carrot. Here's another stimulus check. Just get the jab, right? The tribe wants food, shelter, clothing, and health, right? So that's going to be what the selling points. And it's also in the fourth line of direction, right? Which is gathering together for a particular direction. Come with us. We know where we're going, right? We're going this way. We'll provide for you. Just give up your self-sovereignty, your individuality. Remember that this is the gate of domination. So unless you have the 45 and the 26 in this nodal position, check your south node, north node, then you're not supposed to have these glasses on. You're supposed to have other glasses on, right, for your unique human experience. So just notice it. That's all you have to do. And don't make any decisions from those glasses because they're not you. They're not your unique self, right? So to be an individual, you have to be strong, right? You have to be strong enough to stand as one, to be a community of one. So let's go to the star of the show, which is the moon, right? That's the star. And the moon is in the 11.1, right? And so is the sun, right? So that's what makes it a new moon. The sun and the moon are conjunct. So the moon is in the 11th gate, right? The 11th gate in the first line. So what's this? This is peace, right? It's the gate of peace. It's the gate of ideas. It's a harmonic condition in the individual or society that permits assessment before renewed action. And so what does that all mean? Well, it's the driving force. The moon is the driving force for the collective. So it sounds like we may be doing more of a risk assessment before moving forward and jabbing the whole globe, right? That's what this moon is telling us. And it's in the first line, 11.1. And the keynote is attunement. So it's the serendipity, right, of being in the right place at the right time. So the nourishment that comes from being with those who share the same goals and aspirations as you. So it's the gift of finding those who will value your ideas. So others of a similar mindset, gathering together, right, with similar ideals. This is good, right? That's good, right? But remember, unless you have the 11th gate in your chart, don't be making your decisions from this place, right? Just notice what's going on out in the world, and you're going to see this coming together of people. So remember, too, that the 11th gate is directly connected to the galactic center. I've talked about this in other videos. The galactic center is pumping us with divine energy for our evolution, right? So this can be manifested as like a flood of ideas coming to us. But don't act on them just yet. This is the right brain, right? The pressure coming off the right brain. So this can come in the form of geometric shapes or symbols that you don't understand, right? Or archetypes. That's how the right brain speaks. It doesn't speak in language. So just let the magic happen, right? Let the magic happen without any interference from your mind, right? And just let it percolate. The other thing I'm going to do, I wanted to talk about in this video, but I need more time, is the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction in the 60th gate. Very important. And then, of course, it's forming another conjunction in the sign of Aquarius. A lot of astrologers are talking about that. But in this system, it's even more significant because it's coming into the 41st gate. The two of them are coming into the 41st gate. So this is very, very exciting, and this is really the great reboot, right? So I need to devote a little bit more time to that one, but I'm hoping to have that up in a couple days maybe, or next week sometime. So also I have a big 3-hour plus webinar coming up on the theme of 2021. So the new year actually starts on January 22nd, 2021, not January 1st, right? This is when the sun moves all the way around the mandala and it comes back into the 41st hexagram. This is the start codon. So I'll have a short review in the webinar on the 2020 chart because it's all there. Everything that we went through is reflected in that transit chart. It's quite amazing. And health was a huge theme, if you remember that, if you attended it last year. And we'll also have a group meditation, right? There'll be time for Q&A. And I'll go into depth in the 2021 chart, right? It looks, I haven't gone deep in it yet, but it looks like it's going to be challenging. But yet it's going to be a very fulfilling year. So that's December 20th. And I made it a time that can work for the UK, the East Coast, and the West Coast, and me too, right? So links are below. And if you want to learn more about your natal chart, You can sign up for my 6-hour plus webinar. It's already done. It's all ready for you on how to read your chart part 1. So this is a good place to start your escape from the matrix to become your authentic self and have your unique human experience that you're designed to have, right? And of course, the 2027 solar plexus mutation webinar and the future of relationships webinar. All of them over 6 hours long, okay? So please subscribe to my new channel and ring the bell too. Okay, that's enough for today. Okay, so peace be with you, and I'll see you soon. Okay, Sat Nam Aloha.